So there have been many highlights, I think. It's been a great, great week, fantastic. I think the best we've done, certainly in the EMEA so far. The highlight, if I was to choose one thing, it was the second morning customer reference session with Carl. I just thought that SAP and Vodafone, first of all, were the right references. It was about business outcomes. It was about how we're transforming or helping them to transform. And really, really powerful message. Something that I was asked several questions by analysts and press immediately afterwards. It was in the context of, okay, if these guys are doing it with network virtualization and storage virtualization, this is really happening now, right? And it is. It's real, it's here, and I think we heard it on stage this week.
So what's been your feedback from customers that you've been speaking to following the event?
Customers are all accepting of the fact that the business disruption in the marketplace, our message about liquidity is completely right. They get it. The business lines are blurring, they're being disintermediated by new ideas, new competition in the marketplace, and they're all asking, how do I deal with this? What is IT's response to this? What should IT's response be to this? So overall, it's about our relevance in helping them to take that next step, our relevance in showing them how to do that, given the hundreds and thousands of customers we're working with around the world. So I think it's confidence building. I think it's to say, look, we understand what's going on in the business world. We see it everywhere. It's different for everyone. The good news is there's some technology glue. There's some confidence you can get from these building blocks, which are real. They're based on innovation that we're driving in the marketplace. And you can do this. It's one step at a time. Let us help you do that. So the CIO event is taking the topic of how do you get better business outcomes faster? In other words, how do you take a new architectural view of IT to deliver business outcomes? And the dialogue that we're having, first of all, starts with what is it you're trying to achieve? What is the business that you're in, and what does success look like? Because fundamentally, companies are not used to behaving in this new way. They're not in the new disruptive business world yet, most of them. They're still in the old way that things were done. So their governance processes, their measurement, their reporting is all based on legacy. And the first thing to understand is, what is the value you're trying to create? Are you in the IT business? Is it core to your business? Or is that something that would be better managed off-premise, in the cloud? If it is core to your business, how are you going to focus on what the customer wants? If you're in banking, if you're a telco, if you're a retail customer, of course it's different, but the common thing is that expectations have completely changed, and the customer more often is driving the business. It's driving change within the bank, within the supermarket, within the retail organization. And you have to understand what's going on with the customer. You have to be able to connect. And that's about changing the IT infrastructure, flattening it, taking away the silos of storage, network, compute, etc. The way in which organizations were organized years ago, and changing it into a straight-through vision of customer service delivered as a service by IT. So that's the dialogue. We're here to say, first of all, we understand that. We're working with hundreds of companies, taking them on that journey to IT as a service, and therefore we're relevant to you. Well, it's still going on. You may be able to hear it in the background. We're here until 4 o'clock today. We're broken into workshops this afternoon around people, process, and technology. So 3 changes that you have to go through. Obviously, people, organization, how to deliver IT as a service, but also the operational processes and how you measure that, and how you can get new insights and new ways of measuring the financial impact, and how you charge for IT as a service, using tools and techniques, obviously, that we and the EMC Federation can provide. And then thirdly, in terms of technology, Joe Bagley is leading that particular workshop, really just trying to make sense of some of the buzzwords and some of the newer technologies coming into the marketplace, and how customers can take opportunity with that. Because it's all about choice. It's all about how we work on an open platform design and have our APIs in OpenStack into other hybrid cloud environments in a heterogeneous way, so that customers have maximum choice. So we'll share some output from the event. Tony Scott has been at the event, our CIO, and one of the things Tony and I talked about, for example, was we're going through this change. How do we help our sales people to understand what that means from a people perspective, for example? So people, process, and technology. But from a people perspective, to use that example, what does the life of a VI admin look like in this new IT as a service world? Because they're not doing the same administration tasks anymore. They're actually doing more software development, coding, policy making of this IT as a service delivery. And I think we need to highlight that and capture it on video and film these champions of new IT, because customers are asking us those questions. What happens to my people? Do I get rid of my people? I don't need maintenance anymore. What happens to the people? Well, the people get to do new, exciting stuff. So let's share that with them, and we'll feedback from VMware's example. The second thing is around process. You know, we have some really good tools on the process change, not just in our advisory services, but things like ITBM, ITFM, which are giving new insight to the CFO, to Jonathan Chadwick, who's also been part of organizing this event, real insight into how you're going to measure this new IT. So you know, I think we need to look at our own best practice, what we're already doing ourselves, what we have available to us, but think about, from the perspective of the customer, what's going to help them to realize the new possibilities in this new world. If we can help them with that narrative, show them the example, share the experience, they're more likely to connect with it and to believe that, okay, this is something that is real now, and I'd like to be part of that.